never gonna financially recover from this.
So I made a video about FNAF 2's Platinum Trophy a while ago, and loads of people enjoyed it, but also agreed that the last trophy which is gotten for beating the custom night on 1020 difficulty is indeed nearly impossible.
That's what I'm saying.
Especially on the console version, which is what we are of course playing today. I had an itching urge to try this game's final trophy once more, which is all I have left in the list. And it was way more than a ball itch, if you know what I mean. FNAF 2 has only 10 trophies in the game, as we all know, and the 1020 trophy is all I need to complete greatness. Yeah, that did. Anyways, I immediately threw myself back into the custom Night 7 once more to endure this pain. I haven't played the game a single time since back in November, so I was obviously a bit rusty at first. And that didn't help with the overwhelming amount of RNG needed to begin with. And on my first attempt at this game once more, I was immediately assaulted by 3 different animatronics right away at 12 AM. It's safe to say I didn't make it out. And I remember playing this for the first time, my biggest issue was always Toy Bonnie, because the timer on its action sequence is just complete RNG. Meaning it will show up in the vent and either attack nearly right away, or just sit there edging you like a true son of a bitch. But shockingly, my next 2 tries both ended in Foxy jumping into my soul and taking it for himself. Another annoying thing that I encountered very early on during my next try was the Toy Chica animatronic. I don't remember being killed by her a single time in my original playthrough, yet somehow that literal bitch kept on finding a way into my heart. Reminds me so much of her.
Shut the fuck.
Thankfully, I didn't get jump scared on my next try, but instead just failed to notice Balloon Boy who was in my corner.
This is disgusting.
And this brings me once more to the RNG part of this game. Since on really good runs with lots of luck, he won't even show up at all and makes it much simpler to do. I had another run where Chica tried to get me, but this one was hilarious since it was followed back to back with numerous different animatronics, and all the while my music box was just draining as fast as my happiness. Thankfully, Foxy took me out of my misery. And this is probably the only scary jump scare in the game because he tries to jump out of the screen at you, and it's quite rude.
She was a fairy.
Now, since Toy Bonnie likes to play with my emotions a lot, I ended up trying to ignore the devil spawn here and there so I could try to endure RNG and not get stuck sitting still with my cock in hand. But that failed on this run, and the blue muffin itself got me.
What did he say?
Now, I don't know yet how many tries I did of this game, but by the end of this video, I will have a counter for it. And only one time did the mango get into my room, which is what happened here, and I just quit to avoid eternal damnation.
Hey, disconnected.
Anyways, I think on this next run, Balloon Boy also got in because his cursed ass laugh began, and I just quit instantly. On my next 2 tries, I got eliminated back to back by Toy Chica, who I assume is trying to make up for 0 screen time in the previous video, and I do not appreciate it. Dude, I gotta check the left one, bro. Oh my god. Next, I had my first real good stare down and example of RNG related instances in FNAF 2. Toy Bonnie popped into the vent and for the life of me would not move. Like I was already wasting time and waiting for it, and then even sat with my mask on, but once I realized the box was already at red at 12 AM, I just quit because it's already an L run to begin with. Toy Chica also has a great RNG mechanic, much like Toy Bonnie, except this time Toy Chica just sort of sits in the left vent doing nothing, and there is no animation for it to attack you at all. Instead, it acts like Balloon Boy, except you don't know when Toy Chica will leave the vent. So I tried to get rid of it a few times when I saw it, but nothing worked, and I was defeated by the idiot once more. Freddy also had courtside seats to my demise, and I'm sure it made him har ha har a little bit. Next run I did a tad bit better until being killed at the end when my music box was red and also spawning. Yet I still to this day don't know what triggers this death because I had my mask down for multiple seconds and I honestly thought I was safe. I clearly was not. Chica and Toy Chica also had a threesome with me. It was not fun or exciting at all, and now I kind of just want to go home and cry. I got another one of those weird Bonnie jump scares that I'm unsure of how to not have happen. And Foxy jumped me right after. I then had another great stare down with Bonnie. It went as you'd expect. Shockingly enough, I finally got killed by Freddy, which rarely happens in this game, but when you're as bad as me at it, it's probably likely to get jumped by everything, to be honest. I think the farthest I've made it to this point was 1 AM, and getting there was an accomplishment for me, to be honest. However, Balloon Boy once again decided to cock block me, and that was not cool at all.
Want a break from the ads?
Oh my god!
Next run was actually very good, and I made it to 2 AM for the first time. But once more, Balloon Boy ruined it all. I hate children. So I ended up failing over and over until finally getting an actually good RNG lucky run, if you could call it that. So the glorious night begins like usual, and I began my routine of moving around the music box camera and having no idea what I'm really doing. Golden Freddy's corpse also joined the party for a quick second, but he quickly reminded us that he is the easiest in the game to get rid of because you just have to put the mask on and take it off, which is something Dream should have never done. Anyway, speaking of Freddy, he entered the hallway and slowly ran up as I flashed him, which is a sight no eyes can handle, and then he attacked me. Honestly, that's justified. I then winded up the music box a little bit more, and Chica attacked me right after, which was followed almost immediately by Withered Bonnie and also Toy Bonnie, who I swear I saw in the right vent. Now this is definitely not ideal, but thankfully the mask took them both out, and I had time to wind my music box for multiple ticks until Chica attacked once more. But after she finished, Freddy showed up in the hallway and just skipped his stages of it to attack me nearly instantly after I flashed him one time. After, Bonnie and Chica both attacked again in pretty close succession, but no game-ending deaths have really come close to happening. And I got a burst of extreme RNG after that where I had no encounters with pretty much anyone and was able to fully wind up the music box all the way, while also checking all areas of the game, and I was low-key shocked at my luck right here. But all good things must come to an end, and Toy Chica popped into the vent, which was followed by Bonnie attacking right after, and this honestly was perfect because I can now hopefully get rid of both at once. I did just that, and then Chica herself made another attempt at my booty, but I shrugged it off like I do. This is where it all began to fall apart, sadly. My music box had finally drained into dangerous levels, and I was continuously being bombarded onto by both of the animatronics. Eventually, it got too far down, and Bonnie took me out. Now, I'm pretty sure this was at 3 AM, or at least very close to it, so we got a new record, baby, let's go! Yeah, that was basically the best run I had during my entire time playing this again today. But I did, however, continue to try for around another hour while I was failing over and over and over and over and over, and yeah. Once more, my least favorite part about this trophy is the RNG, of course. But secondly, the fact that you have to manually go and reset each round to the 1020 difficulty, it really just gives you way too much time to think about your life choices, which I do not appreciate whatsoever. Overall, FNAF 2 is obviously one of the hardest games on PlayStation. In fact, I would definitely say it is the hardest game I've ever played on PlayStation, taking into account that I've yet to try Hollow Knight or any of those annoying platform games that are also hard. So yeah, this is gonna probably be my last time trying to beat FNAF 2 for a while. I seriously just don't think I have the skill or patience for the game. Also, Freddy Fazbear tried to touch me a while back, and it sort of left a sore mark on our relationship. Also, throughout this video, I was counting every single time I died and restarted, and it ended up being that I did 66 attempts at this before finally calling it off and saying that I don't think I can do it. I mean, 66 attempts, and the furthest I got was like 2 AM. That's just kind of sad. So with that being said, thank you all for watching once more. Also, I'm going to start streaming myself playing these games on the second channel whenever I do play. So it'll probably be at some really random ass times of day, but make sure to watch the streams if you can. Okay, goodbye.